Ralph Waldo Emerson was born on May 25, 1803, and he was one of the most important American writers of the 19th century. From the 1830s to the 1840s, Emerson published a series of long essays that included nature, self-reliance, and the poet, and he gave a comparably important speech called The American Scholar. Within just this small body of his collected works, Emerson synthesized a lot of the intellectual history of the previous century. He encouraged his contemporaries to trust themselves and to distrust social conventions and accepted truisms. He wrote that solitude in nature was the key to knowing oneself and understanding the true flux of the universe. Emerson's philosophy, Transcendentalism, was an optimistic branch of the greater Romantic movement, which was 50 years old by the time Emerson wrote his most influential works. In Emersonian Transcendentalism, by transcending social pressures and having faith in the power of the individual, especially within nature, can know the truth. Emerson wrote in a fantastic passage in the essay Nature, quote, "Standing on the bare ground, my head bathed by the blithe air and uplifted into infinite spaces, all mean egotism vanishes. I become a transparent eyeball. I am nothing. I see all. The currents of the universal being circulate through me. I am particle of God." It's a lovely passage, calling to mind Neoplatonism just as much as it does Buddhism. And while that quote is one of Emerson's most famous, others are equally so. "Whoso would be a man must be a nonconformist," he writes in Self-Reliance. And in the same essay, quote, "A foolish consistency is the hobgoblin of little minds, adored by little statesmen and philosophers and divines." And most famously of all, quote, "Trust thyself. Every heart vibrates to that iron string." And although Emerson articulated rugged and occasionally misanthropic individualism in his most famous works, in his life he was a man of the crowd, too, working on the lecture circuit, supporting and abetting numerous other American intellectuals, and a little later in his life becoming a powerful force in the abolitionist movement, too. And that is why Ralph Waldo Emerson is a Colossus.